And fans around the world are mourning the death of Anthony Bourdain. Tonight, CNN says the chef and travel host was in France taping his show when he was found dead from an apparent suicide. Now, Bourdain won several Emmys and even a Peabody for his shows No Reservations and Parts Unknown, which explore the people and the culture of countries around the world through food.
Anthony Bourdain had the greatest number of talents of anyone in the food world, and being able to talk to people at their level, but also being an incredible filmmaker and director and writer.
Friends and fans have been sharing their grief online today. Actress Mia Farrow saying, without ever preaching, he reminded us that we humans are far more alike than different. Bourdain leaves behind a young daughter. And former President Barack Obama is also tweeting about Bourdain's death. It shows a picture here of the two dining together, and it reads, "Low plastic stool, cheap but delicious noodles, cold Hanoi beer." Now, this is how I'll remember Tony. He taught us about food, but more importantly, about his ability to bring us all together, to make us a little less afraid of the unknown. We'll miss him. And as you can imagine, the suicides of Anthony Bourdain and even Kate Spade earlier this week on Tuesday are really prompting all of us to talk about this really difficult topic. In fact, suicide numbers have actually climbed more than 30% in Indiana alone.
Yeah, today we want you to hear there is hope and help available. And this message is coming from people who've been impacted by suicide.
Steph was full of energy.
Paul Nichols is remembering his daughter Stephanie, adopted as a teen, diagnosed with bipolar, in the midst of a troubled marriage, yet hiding some of that darkness from her parents.
When this happened, we noticed nothing.
His 24-year-old daughter took her own life in 2016.
She didn't give any of us a chance to stop it at that point. She had made her decision. She did an outstanding job of hiding all of this from us.
So much needs to be done for mental illness.
Stacey Paget has been an advocate for suicide prevention after her son Drew tried to take his own life twice.
It's a battle for him every day. I mean, and he'll tell us that now.
I was to my wit's end.
We did a story about Drew in 2017. He's now helping with suicide prevention awareness events, even though he sometimes struggles.
And there have been times when he has called and said, I need to go back and get help.
This is a selfie she took and posted a while ago.
The Nichols family remembers how Steph once looked at life as amazing.
We wrote her name on the pavement.
And now honors her memory by writing her name at suicide prevention events, encouraging those who suffer from mental illness to seek help, wishing their own daughter had found it.
She could have had just an unbelievable impact on so many more people. And now we don't get to see that.
I want to show you the warning signs of someone who may be thinking about suicide. Experts say look for depression, withdrawing from family or friends, people expressing hopelessness or helplessness. Channel 13 has a partnership with Community Health Network to provide you with more resources. You can see the hotlines available and all the phone numbers to get help. We've just got it on WTHR.com for you. Be sure to search the words "Have Hope."